Our journey in search of the wonders the territory has to offer may start from Trapani, the provincial capital, which reaches out between two seas and represents a link between Europe and Africa. In recent years, the city has seen its old town centre restored, and walking through its streets today is an uplifting experience. The bold mixture of Gothic, Romanesque, Baroque and Art Nouveau, the influence of Arabs, Normans and Spanish make Trapani a remarkable place for artistic and architectural beauty.
But it is the sea and the activities associated with it which play a leading role in the city's fertile life: fishing, the salt trade, and in times past, the artisans who worked coral.
Let's go then and discover these three activities, starting with the fishing port. Every morning the fishermen return here with their boats full of catch still thrashing. Vendors noisily cry out their wares in the typical fish market, trading with tourists and restaurants. Salt is the city's other source of wealth, and Trapani has the best in Italy. Its active ingredients, its high content of magnesium and potassium in fact, make it healthy and give it a strong taste so that a lesser quantity need be used. It was probably the Phoenicians who created the first salt pans here more than 3,000 years ago. Evidence of this millennia-old culture is to be found everywhere. The Trapani and Pacheco Salinas Nature Reserve is an important testimony to the activities of the workers who continue to gather the salt according to the traditional methods. The Nubia Salt Museum, with its exhibitions of traditional equipment, machinery, shovels and cogwheels, illustrates the phases of extraction and gathering of the salt. The Stagnone Islands Nature Reserve, where you can still find the splendid salt pans and the Ettore Ninfursa windmill, has one of the largest lagoons in Europe, with salt pans stretching as far as the eye can see, and which at sunset are lit up with 1,000 colors. The sea yields another important specialty, the gathering and artistic working of coral. For 4 centuries, Trapani was the world's capital of this truly individual art, which has fascinated monarchs, aristocrats, bourgeois and common people alike. At the beginning of the 16th century, the gathering, working and commerce of coral involved large swathes of the population, giving rise to a powerful corporation of sculptors, the Coral Workers' Guild. Precious examples of this flourishing art are to be found today in the very interesting Pepoli Museum in Trapani, as well as in various international museums.
I can't talk about Trapani without mentioning a centuries-old tradition which takes place every year on Good Friday and involves the town's entire population, the Procession of the Mysteries.
20 17th century sacred groups made of cloth, wood and glue are carried aloft through the streets of the city, accompanied by a grand following of bands in commemoration of the Passion and Death of Christ.